Hey guys, it's Danny here from Disrupt Tutoring, and as always, it is a pleasure to join you. In this video, we're going to do a question from the November 2018 Grade 12 Physical Sciences Paper 2. This question deals with the pH of a substance and a neutralization reaction. We're told that the water in a certain lake has a pH of 5, and we're then asked to calculate the concentration of hydronium ions in the water. So recall that pH is related to the concentration of hydronium ions by this equation. So if we plug in the pH and solve for the concentration, we get a concentration of 1 times 10 to the minus 5 moles per dm cubed. So here you just need to recall how to work with logs and then plug in the pH of 5 and solve for the concentration. Okay. So we're then told that lime, or calcium oxide, is added to the water to neutralize it according to this balanced chemical equation. The final amount of hydronium ions in the lake is 1.26 times 10 to the 3 moles, and we're given the volume of water in the lake and asked to calculate the mass of lime that was added to the lake. So to find the mass of the lime, first we need to know the number of moles of the lime added. And we can find that from the balanced equation along with the number of moles of hydronium ions which have been neutralized by the lime. And that we can find using the difference in concentration of the hydronium ions before and after the lime was added. So we just found the initial concentration in the first question, that is 1 times 10 to the minus 5. And we can find the number of moles from this equation, n is equal to c times v, since we also have the volume of the lake. And that makes the initial number of moles of hydronium ions in the lake equal to the volume times the concentration, and that gives us 4 times 10 to the 4 moles. Okay, so this concentration multiplied by the volume of water in the lake, and that gives us 4 times 10 to the 4 moles. Now we can calculate how many moles of hydronium ions react with the calcium oxide and find the number of moles of calcium oxide from the balanced equation. So if the initial number of moles of hydronium ions is 4 times 10 to the 4, and then after the reaction it is 1.26 times 10 to the 3, that means that the number of moles of the hydronium ions that have been neutralized by the lime is 3.87 times 10 to the 4 moles. Okay, so that I just found by subtracting the number of moles after the reaction from the initial number of moles, which is 4 times 10 to the 4. Okay, and from the balanced equation, we can see that for every 2 moles of hydronium ions that react, only 1 mole of calcium oxide reacts. So that means that we divide this number of moles by 2 to get the number of moles of calcium oxide, and that gives us 1.94 times 10 to the 4 moles of calcium oxide. Okay, and then finally we can calculate the mass of the calcium oxide added to the lake using this equation. And here the capital M is the molar mass of calcium oxide, which you can find from the molar masses of calcium and oxygen on the periodic table. So if we do that, we can see that the molar mass is equal to 56 grams per mole, and the mass of lime added to the lake is then equal to the number of moles times the molar mass, and that is equal to 1.09 times 10 to the 6 grams. Okay, so before I go, I'd like to say a very special thank you to our epic sponsor for making this video possible. Read all about them in the description below. Be sure to visit our website for more of these epic tutorial videos. If you can't find the answer to your question, you can send us the question and we'll respond with a personalized video just for you. Until next time, stay epic.